Before he was the nation's savior, Ezel was a young, talented, and compassionate knight. His share of encounters and sad separations in battles made him grow stronger for the sake of his comrades, using power not for oneself but for someone else. This belief would eventually lead him to his unknown destiny. When the three heroes were captured by the unknown invader, the Gold Paladins were formed from the remnants of the Royal and Shadow Paladins. Ezel, now the Incandescent Lion, leads them as they find the 7 legendary armors and free their skilled comrades. Even Ezel himself is wearing one of these armors. He is the heir of the Red Lion armor and captain of the Red Lion troop, whose main function is combat. Most of the members are those whom Ezel himself defeated, saved, or they simply just admire him. Notable members of the Red Lion troop were Gareth, a young knight who pledged allegiance to Ezel after being saved in the past, Bowman, a longtime subordinate of the Burning Lion, and Bagdemagus, a gang leader who joined after Ezel defeated him. Ezel carries with him an air of perfection and is dignified so that no one would protest against him. His style of battle had steadily warded off the despair in people's hearts. He prioritizes the safety of his comrades and subordinates, so naturally, people gathered under his leadership. The lion's burning soul breaks his own limits, while his roar paves the way for new warriors that bring forth a new era. During their missions, Ezel had met various people. Their smiles brought out a new emotion within him. The Incandescent Lion, who had only been bound by his own duty to save and protect the people and his companions, now found a significance and meaning in doing so. His soul was sublime to exceed his limits even further. His flames turn into a radiance that burns brighter and hotter. With his new power, the Blazing Lion uses his claws and fangs to defeat the ancient Tear Dragon and break the chains of fate that bound the sealed warriors. After the War of Liberation, Ezel felt that there is nowhere for him in the sanctuary, so he decided to go on a journey of self-cultivation. His subordinates were shocked by this revelation, especially Gareth, who had sworn his sword to the captain. And then it happened. During Link Joker's invasion, Ezel's troop was almost overwhelmed by the enemy. Gareth was succumbing to his despair and had nearly lost all hope. He could only apologize as he begins to accept his fate. "Don't show me a loser's face, Gareth," he heard. It was followed by a thunderous war cry that illuminated the battlefield with its radiance. The light wiped out the enemies and the black rings of despair that infested his allies. The hero of salvation has returned. With a new power to undo the curse, Ezel leads the counterattack against the invaders, and closely behind him is his knight and right-hand man. Unfortunately, the catastrophe has just begun. The jester had just completed his greatest masterpiece yet. A cyber golem fueled by the negative energy of the reversed beings, the creator of the end, the Doomsday weapon of the Starvaders, Omega Glendios. Glendios was proven too strong even against the returning Ezel. It took the combined efforts of the king donning his new armor and his right-hand man Blaster Blade to defeat this weapon. After the war, Ezel went on to teach unlock to various units such as Tolus, Brightness Dragon, and Rotary Sage Belt. He also went on missions to the Dark Zone and, among others, freed the reverse Lukie from her curse. As a show of gratitude, they were invited to a show featuring the Millennium Elf. Absolution Lion King Mithril Ezel is one of his future possibilities. In this form, the Salvation Lion had mastered the ability to unlock and augmented it into a mightier power. A famous story in his future was that Ezel's achievements were recognized by both the king and the guardian dragon to a point that he was given a chance to succeed the throne. However, Ezel is not interested in the throne and afterwards concealed his whereabouts. If you notice, I did not include the raven-haired Ezel, because there's no lore about him. He was originally a manga card ported to the TCG as a promo and in the Revival collection. Because the V-Series reboot is based from the manga, naturally he'd be there. He's the ace of Korean as a Psycholia zombie. So before I end this video, I just wanna say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching the lore series and the Spotlight video series, also the shorts. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. I can't thank you enough, and I'll see you soon.